Hey skiers, it's Bob with SkiEssentials.com. Welcome to our 2026 ski test. We got an Armada Reliance 92 Ti for you today. This is a really strong and sturdy ski that has quite a bit of capabilities to it, ranging from just pure front side carving performance to really nice off-trail versatility. There are some things that keep it a little bit more difficult for that off-trail access, namely the flex and the weight, but overall it's an extremely solid and sturdy ski. It does have a high performance ceiling, so this is more for advanced and expert level skiers. It'll be a little bit demanding for intermediates, but advanced and expert skiers with a decent skill set, no problem with this thing. It is extremely reactive and totally solid and stable. Last year we saw the move to a poplar core in the 92 Ti, and that carries forward into 2026 as well. So we do have a poplar wood core, and then their Titanal laminate does feature Armada's articulated Titanal banding. So what that does is they cut slits through the top of the metal here and replace that with elastomer material. It just allows the ski to have a little bit more torsional flex without losing any of the stability or smoothness. By filling those areas with elastomer, they're reducing vibrations and just making a smoother overall ski. These have always been known as being extremely quiet, totally composed in a variety of terrain and snow conditions, and a lot of that has to do with that articulated Titanal banding laminate that they have up front. It does end up being, a little bit heavier. This is the 164. We're at just shy of 1,800 grams. So, there's some weight there. There's also some stiffness. I mean, this is not a flexible ski. It has a consistently stiff flex, and that's found in the tail as well. So not totally playful. It is a little bit more businesslike. I think skiers that are gonna find playfulness in this ski either are stronger or heavier skiers, or they just don't mind putting a lot of work into to get the ski to perform as they wish. But for the most part, this thing is a rock solid groomer ski that can charge through any type of snow condition. It's just not as delicate when you get to tighter terrain, bumps, trees, stuff like that. In terms of shape, 16.5 meter turn radius, and not a lot of drama in the rocker profile. These are, I would say, mostly cambered. The contact point with that between the camber and the rocker is extremely short, so we do end up with a very shapely profile here. Not a ton of rocker in the front of the ski, and just a little bit of taper. With Reliance, it does get a little bit wider or a little bit more tapered as the skis get wider. But overall, this is not a free ride taper shape that we see in Reliance. Certainly more all mountain. And then not a lot of tail rocker either. Some, but not much. More to help with the releasing of the turns rather than to offer any type of flotation or free ride playfulness, and very minimal taper here as well. That leads to a longer effective edge, and whenever you have the edge on the snow more of the time, you end up with a smoother feel. I think that there is a lot to offer skiers with this Reliance 92 Ti, but not all skiers. I do think that there's a skill component involved here because they are quite solid and pretty stiff in the flex. We do have some tester feedback as well. Ali Rushp, one of our testers, notes she loves the Reliance 92. Always surprisingly good edge hold, stable and smooth turns. Best for all mountain capabilities. Take it anywhere. So Ali is noting that she enjoys having this thing in an off-trail format as well. She's a pretty solid skier with a race background, so I'm not surprised to hear that from her. I do think that if you're more in the moderate side of the spectrum, then you might have a little bit more trouble. But overall, solid groomer turns is the key here. When you get a little bit more width, you do lose some of that torsional stiffness and edge grip, but for a 92, it actually carves surprisingly well. So that's it. That's the Armada Reliance 92 Ti. Make sure you check this thing out here at SkiEssentials.com, and we will see you out there on the hill. Bye.